Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike the intern, Ned Reynolds in the studio. We made it to the end of the week, and we've made it to the end of the World Cup. Championship is on Sunday between España and Argentina. Who you got your money on this one, big dog?
Well, there is betting, of course, that goes on, and the question is, what are the odds on it? Well, Spain is the very slight favorite at what is called a plus 130, and Argentina is a plus 240. Okay, what does all that mean? Well, those numbers are based on a $100 bet, since that's what the average is in Vegas, and around $100 what you usually. You can bet whatever you want, and the scale is graduated either up or down. But though that represents the odds. $100 bet. $100 on Spain to win earns you $130, of course, plus your return of your wager. So you put $230 in your pocket. Likewise with Argentina at plus 240. They win and you on a $100 bet, and you earn $240 plus your bet back, $340. Of course, you can, again, bet whatever you want on this and lower a $10 bet, for instance, on Spain would earn you $13. That doesn't really seem like an encouraging circumstance. So as a result, people put usually about $100 down. But we'll see what happens. That is the way. Spain is a slight favorite.
You know, it's interesting too, because the rise of prop bets, for example, in basketball and football too, more specifically. I don't think can there be any kind of prop bets in soccer?
Prop bets there can, yes. Per how many shots on goal, perhaps.
Okay, yeah, okay.
How many headers Lionel Messi takes, and things like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
you get the red card.
It is limited. And speaking of football, we have a big football event going on Monday night.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Before that, though, something else that I think is interesting, which. You're two teams that got so close to the end, but you lose. You would think that these guys go home and they're done, but no, France and England have one more game to play tomorrow.
Have a third-place game.
Yeah.
It's the bronze medal game, and they will play it at Hard Rock Stadium. You have to figure in the GADF factor. The what now? Yeah, the GADF factor. The give-a-darn factor. Do either of these teams really care? I'll tell you, if I were playing third place, yes, you're going to get paid, and there is a pool of money. It certainly isn't what they get for the World Cup, but I don't know. I just wouldn't be excited about it. But they will be there. I imagine the crowd in Miami will be very big and very loud. That's tomorrow, incidentally. Tomorrow afternoon is when they play. So we'll see. We'll see how things work out.
I tell you, I guess someone asked me about that game yesterday, and I said, well, I think it was my dad, and I said, ultimately, I think it really comes down to the world rankings after this, because especially France, they don't want to drop any further than third in the world, so that's what they're playing for. They don't care about the trophy. They're playing for the ranking going forward. Speaking of football, though, American football, the Bears, when are they back in action?
This is July 17th. And the Missouri State first game, and the first game for all of them. The college football opens up at the end of August, but for the Bears, it's September the 5th, and that is less than 2 months away. Hard to believe. And when the Bears take the field, I talked to one of the Bears players yesterday, what's it going to be like for you? They'll step out on the field. It's Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, which is one of the largest football arenas in the country. And you'll have 104,000 people there watching that. He said it'll be unique, to say the least. Bears open Saturday night, September 5th at Kyle Field. That's at 6 o'clock. Who plays at Kyle Field? Texas A&M. Thank you. That'll be a very difficult assignment, just like Southern Cal was last year for the Bears. However, it's a paycheck. A nice little remuneration for going down to College Station to get your behinds handed to you, but who knows? You never know. This is athletics, and I think the Bears have a pretty good football team. We'll see what happens.
Well, and you made mention of our football kickoff event on Monday with Mitch and Danon, Chiefs Happy Hour, Alamo Draft House. I think we got maybe 6 seats left, so better get them before they're gone, and I know people are still ordering them. So
now, what time does it start?
5 o'clock at the back lot, and then we'll go to a theater at 6 o'clock.
And this is the Alamo Draft House.
South Campbell. Did you get your tickets yet?
I have them. You don't
I mean, you made you do a double think for a second. Yeah, I know. I got yours.
My
I got your
tickets,
ticket.
I bring my own bottle.
Your ticket's a little bit different than everybody else. So did you start watching the British Open last night at 1 in the morning, or I guess this morning at 1 in the morning?
Well, it is already underway, the second round. Now, the first round leader was a guy named Jackson Super, who is an American pro from the PGA Tour, but only on the tour for about a year and a half, out of Ole Miss. And a pretty good player, played here, as a matter of fact, in the Korn Ferry Tour just a couple of years ago. Well, he had a 5 under par to lead by 1 stroke. Now, you notice I put it in the past tense because he is no longer in the lead. The interesting thing about it is the new leader is a guy named Lucas Herbert. He is from Australia, and he has blistered at the front 9 at Royal Birkdale. He is now, at the moment, 7 under par, and he's through 11 holes. Now, here is Bud Cauley of the United States, who's also playing well. He is 3 under for the day, and he has a 5 under par. He's tied now with another of the golfers from here, and that would be Jackson Super, who also has a 5 under par. He has played even golf so far today. So the field goes on, competition already underway, but already a new leader, and his name is Lucas Herbert from Australia.
Had one game across the league last night. Is that right?
I'm glad you mentioned it. Just one game. This was a regularly scheduled game. Now, I've had a number of people, was this a makeup, a rain out? No. It's regularly scheduled. It's the newest concept from the commissioner of baseball, who's a little strange. Anyway, it's called a standalone game. And his concept is that if you have a single game to represent the halves of the season and play it by itself, you're going to get very good TV ratings. Yes, it is based on television. The season opened this year at AT&T Ballpark in San Francisco with the Giants and the Yankees, and it was by itself on a Wednesday. Everybody else opened on Thursday, but they had the TV date by itself. So the second half, the traditional second half of the season, was last night. And the game chosen was the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Standalone game is what it's called. I think it's hogwash myself, but be that as it may, they did play it in Philadelphia, and Phillies were very flat. New York Mets beat them 4-1, so that's a standalone game. Everybody else plays today except those two. Those two have the day off. So you'll have the Cardinals out in Arizona at Chase Field to play the Diamondbacks. You have the Royals playing the San Diego Padres up at Kauffman Stadium. And the Springfield Cardinals playing the Amarillo Sod Poodles here in town. So everybody, except for those two teams, Phillies and Mets, are back in action.
We, locally, you would have thought everyone watched the Home Run Derby. Obviously, because we have a huge Cardinals fan base, right? Well, because the next day, everyone was like, Jordan Walker, or at least that night, Jordan Walker. But outside of this area, the people that aren't Cardinals fans, did that continue across the nation?
It did not. This is the first of a 3-year contract that Major League Baseball has with Netflix. And Major League Baseball, the NBA, hockey, NFL will do anything for the money. This is ridiculous. It's a streaming network. Now, the rankings, or ratings as they call them here, 5,300,000 people watched it. They're very pedestrian numbers. That's the lowest in 23 years for the Home Run Derby. Now, I will say this. The numbers in past years have also been in the 5 millions when it's been on ESPN, but that is also not an over-the-air station, although most people do have ESPN. But many do not have Netflix, and Ned Rolls is one of them. I didn't see it, and I'm not going to pay extra just to watch an exhibition like the Home Run Derby. So the ratings were not really very good. Now, the All-Star Game ratings, and this was on over-the-air television on the Fox network, have not been released yet. But I suspect they'll be fair, and what they will do is probably balance that. It'll be a roller coaster because the game was not exactly exciting. But be that as it may, the Home Run Derby that Jordan Walker won, celebrated by a lot of folks, but there are also a great number of people who didn't see it.
I don't know why you're so upset about it. Just next time I'll give you my password and you can watch it on my dime, my friend.
I'll give it to you right now.
Have a good weekend.
Hey, I ain't paying.
I know. That's what I said. I'll give you my password. I'll see you on Monday, buddy.